Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria, for those of you that don't know, and today's video is basically talking about my experience of living with bunions and having bunion surgery. So when I did my surgery, I didn't know anyone that had had it. I didn't know anyone with bunions apart from my grandma. So, you know, I feel like this video would be really helpful for anyone out there that has bunions, whether you're young or if you just want them gone, then this is the video for you. Before we begin, if you could like, comment and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Road to 1k. So yeah, like I'll just get into it. So the first time I realized I had bunions was when I was 11. Do you know how young that is? Like, I'm supposed to be a young fine babe. Okay, I wasn't fine, I was clapped when I was young, but I was supposed to be a young babe and I got bunions. And like mine were bad, like they were like it was big, literally looked like another toe. And I know people are thinking, how did you let your feet get that bad and you didn't realize? So it's just so unfortunate because like, when I saw I had bunions, I was thinking, I'm sure I didn't leave the womb with bunions, so where did this come from? Like I was just perplexed. But basically what happened was in primary school, I'd say from like around year 5, my vision was going. But obviously I was trying to be a cool babe, so cool babes does not wear glasses. So I was trying to affirm not being able to see. And then it reached me going into year 7 because I went to a different school to anyone from my primary school. So I couldn't ask strangers, tell me what's on the board. So it just reached a point that I had to get glasses. So I remember like getting the glasses, and obviously for anyone that has had glasses, you know when you try the glasses on for the first time, everything is HD, like things that you thought you knew, didn't know, everything's crystal clear. So I remember trying on my glasses, I was like, wow, looked down, I was thinking, whose toes are those? Whose toes are those? Rather than mine. They're mine. I was like, what? I was just like, what is going on? So obviously now that I've seen that I have bunions, yeah, I was like stressed. I was stressed. And I was like searching like, how do I get rid of it? Like it was such a big insecurity for me at 11. Can you imagine? I remember like obviously I would always wear shoes or socks when I can, but my bunion, like if you don't know what a bunion is, it's literally like bone sticking out of your foot. It's just a deformity. It's a mixture of genetics, and my grandma does have bunions, but my mum doesn't, my dad doesn't. So like I was just thinking, why did this get to generation and it's come to me? But it's also a mixture of footwear. Like I remember when I was younger, you know, because your feet are growing, and like I have my favorite shoes, so I would squeeze my foot into my favorite shoes. So that obviously definitely did not help. But I really don't know how I went from straight foot to bunion. I don't know how long, I don't know the time period, but it just happened. So it's just, I hated it so much. Like I remember in PE when we did gymnastics, it reached a stage that I actually lied to my PE teacher and said like, the doctor said that I have to wear trainers during gymnastics because I didn't want to get my toes out. I didn't want to get my toes out because I was the only person with bunions. Like everyone thought was normal. And like I don't feel like people deep, especially as someone young, like having bunions, like it actually affects everything. Like obviously your feet are different to everyone else, but even like wearing trainers, because the bunion is bone and like the shoe is not designed for a bunion, it reached a point that like my trainers will always have like wearing off of where the bunion is. So it's just like obviously because I know I have bunions, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so obvious. Probably people that don't have bunions wouldn't have noticed, but like it was just such a big thing with me. I hated going to like people's houses because obviously I need to take off my shoes in the house, and then rather the bunion's just out. Like it was so bad. And like it was just such a big insecurity for me. Like from the age of 11, I remember when we'd go on holiday. So like our first actual holiday when I knew I had bunions was when I was in year 9. Just had to be wearing these cut shoes, like because I couldn't wear sandals, could I? I'm on the beach and I can't wear sandals, so I had to wear like these sandals that cover your toes, so it's covered the bunion. Like I'll get a picture in it, but like your girl was struggling. Like it was just a big insecurity for me. Like it was just something that I constantly thought about, and it just wasn't nice. And it just reached a point like I was searching like, how do I get rid of it, how do I get rid of it? And then when I was in first year of uni, I searched it and I was seeing all the different like surgeries, and initially I thought I'd have to pay to get it done, and then I don't know, like one day I just saw that I could do it through the NHS. They just said you have to go to your GP. So at this point I knew I had bunions from 11. I don't know if I had it before, but let's just say I had bunions from 11. I'm now 18. That is 7 years of dealing with a bunion. I don't think people actually like, my bunion was bad. I don't have that many photos because I wasn't taking pictures of my toes because I hated them. Like, I really did hate them. Like, especially like I talked about my insecurity with my arm. The bunions was worse because I was like, with my arm, people can understand it, like it's not my fault, like, oh, like that's a sad story. Whereas my bunion, like, why are your toes looking like that? Why are your toes doing gang signs? Like, it was just like, I was like, that's something that nobody will understand. Like, it was just such a big thing for me, and nobody was seeing my toes. No one was seeing my toes. Like, what's going on? No one was seeing my toes. So yeah, like when it reached 18, went to the GP, literally sat in, she's like, oh, what can I do for you today? I got bunions, I want them to go. She's like, okay, can you take off your socks? As soon as she had to go, I was just like, oh, yeah. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Because you see that I'm struggling. I'm like, at this point, it was starting to get a bit painful, like in terms of if I'm wearing shoes for a certain amount of time, like my feet will get, like my feet were hurting because it's bone on the shoes, like it's literally pressing on the shoe, like it's not comfortable. So obviously I had like the insecurity of bunions in general, like it's class, but like it was also reaching a point that like my feet were hurting. And like I also remember, like obviously this is me starting uni, I'm meeting new people, and like my best friend at the time, he was a guy, and you know, men are just so blunt. So I remember we were at one of our friends' house, I don't know, we were just chilling, and he was like, you got bunions. I said, how you know?
Yeah, how the f you know this? How? Hold on, bro. How?
How you know that? Like, I was so shocked, and I just Ray Charles did, like I didn't even entertain it, nothing, because why are you baiting me out? Like, it was just me and him in the room, but I was thinking, why are you baiting me out? Why are you saying that I've got bunions? Like, shut up. Shut up. So yeah, like because of all of that and like just being uncomfortable, like when I'd go to my friend's house, I'll literally try and go as quickly as I can to like either a bed or sofa, whatever, where I can sit down, and I'll just cross my legs so my feet aren't hanging, because nobody needs to see the bunions. I would try putting tissue, like trying to line it up so that like I can make it that it goes. So say this is a bunion, I put the tissue here and tissue there. So like before the bunion and after the bunion, to try and make it straight. That was not working. Like your girl was trying everything possible to make it seem like I didn't have bunions, when realistically I couldn't. And I feel like uni was when I was like there was literally certain heels that I couldn't wear because I don't want people to see my bunions. I remember like walking and I was like, this really nice shoe, like heels, and I was just like, it would be nice if I could wear them. Like it literally would be nice. Like I'd have to, everything in terms of footwear, I'd have to think about the bunion. Like it was just so annoying. I couldn't buy anything nice because the bunion would ruin it. In terms of like trainers, heels had to be certain type of heel that would cover the front. No open toe heels. Impossible. And like really and truly, everyone knows open toe heels look the best. Like the closed ones, they're not really popping. So like I was just like, it was just a lot. And then yeah, that's why I went to the GP. This was a while ago, so I can't remember exactly how long, maybe around February, around February times. And I had my surgery in July. I literally remember I went on holiday maybe like a week before my surgery, and I went to Morocco with my friends. And it just showed me how much of an insecurity it is, because your girl had on like those Speedo shoes, like you know those people that are like in the aquarium, like you know when you go and watch dolphins and stuff, and the people that are like looking after the dolphins are wearing those special water shoes. That's what I wore to the water park. That's what I wore. Because nobody would see my toes. Nobody was seeing the bunions. So it's stressed though, because like everyone got their toes out. I'm here wearing shoes, black shoes, like, but I was literally like, I'd rather wear the black shoes than people see my toes. Like, it literally reached that point that no, like, I'd actually rather that, because it was such a big insecurity for me. But in terms of like the whole process of bunion surgery, I saw the podiatrist, a doctor that focuses on feet. I saw him like, I think 2 months before my surgery, and like had to decide whether I wanted it to be sedated or do general anesthetic. Initially I wanted to do general anesthetic because I was like, I don't want to be awake for that, but then it was a longer wait, so I was like, Joe, just local anesthetic. So I was awake during the whole surgery, but I just couldn't feel it. So I can only do 1 foot at a time, which was annoying because I was like, I just want to get it over and done with. But he was just like, because of the recovery, you can't have both at the same time. So I was like, okay, cool. So I did my left foot first because that one was the one that was hurting more. It was a day procedure. I think I went in like at 8 AM. Luckily the hospital was literally like a 5-minute drive from my house, but I remember I walked there. My mum was actually against me getting the bunion surgery, even though like when I was younger, she used to make fun of the bunions, but like then you're like, you don't want me to get it. But I was like, no, I am getting it because I want it. It's like too big of an insecurity for me. The staff were really, really nice. I feel like there was a couple people in front of me and they gave me the local anesthetic. It was the weirdest thing ever because I've never had a local anesthetic before. I just remember like feeling, like watching my foot but not being able to feel anything. I was trying to put it on the floor and I couldn't feel, like, it was so weird. And then went into the surgery. First time I think I just had music in. I can't remember how long the surgery lasted for. It was definitely over an hour, but it wasn't too long. Separation between me and what they're doing to my feet, so I couldn't see anything, but I could hear the drilling, which is mad. You had like a bit of sense, like you could feel that they're doing it, but you can't feel anything. So basically my surgery was removing bone and to straighten my big toe, because basically with a bunion, I'll insert a picture, but like it's literally like the bunion and then your toe is the yeah kind of thing. So my toes weren't straight, or like my big toe wasn't straight, so the surgery was to remove the bunion and to straighten my toe, and then they put 3 screws there to make sure that my toe would stay straight. So yeah, the surgery was like, I'd say an hour and a half to 2 hours. Awake the whole time but couldn't feel a thing. And then after that, completely bandaged my foot. I'll insert a picture because I did take a picture. I was on crutches for like 2 weeks. I just stayed at home, I didn't go out. I say this, actually I did go out. To like my friend's house, he had like a little party once, and then yeah, basically I was just had my foot up the whole time. In terms of pain, I can't lie, it actually didn't hurt at all. And then like after 2 weeks, back to the hospital and he just checked it in, see if it was all good. And then after that, like I didn't have the bandaged anymore, and I could walk. Caution, like I couldn't do anything like in terms of like going to the gym or anything sports related. So it's just still like taking it easy, and it gave me like some exercises to do to like just, you know, increase the mobility of my toe, which I kind of did, but I wasn't sticking to it, I can't lie. Then I had to wait another year before I did my right foot because I didn't have time during medical school to have, you know, 2 weeks off. Jenny cannot remember if I had another appointment with the podiatrist before the second surgery, but I'm gonna assume that I did. And I told him again that I'd do it just local anesthetic, not general anesthetic. I actually scheduled it a week before my second year exams, just because I was like, I want to be 2 weeks housebound basically. And obviously, like, I know I've done it before, so I know what to expect. So again, I walked to the hospital, had the surgery. This time I was watching Scandal, so I was literally just watching my show during the whole surgery. Again, like no complications, it was completely fine. And then like normally they're like, oh, you should get someone to pick you up. At this point my mum, like, she just wasn't very like fully supportive of the surgery. Again, I don't really know why, because it was like something that I really wanted to do, and like even though it's like cosmetic, like it was causing me a lot of problems. So it was either like get an Uber, which I did the first time round, or get a bus. I got a bus because I was like, last time I paid for the Uber, and like literally where I used to live was like amazing there, and like the Uber could only take you so far. I still had to walk a bit of a distance and then go upstairs. Like my block only had like stairs. It was like 2 flights of stairs. I had to do it myself anyway, like no one helped me. So I was like, why don't I just get the bus, because the bus stop is right in front of the hospital. And to be honest, the bus driver was so nice. He literally dropped me, no joke, 10 meters less than when the Uber dropped me. So like it literally made no difference, and I saved money. Like I had a bit more pain than I did with my left foot, but to be honest, it still didn't really hurt. Like I did take, they gave me, I want to say ibuprofen, and like yeah, after I took that it was fine. But it was like a weird type of pain. Like it just felt like my foot was hot inside. It didn't really hurt too much. Like it was a weird pain. Like I'd say it was like a free, like it was just kind of like a dull pain at the start. And then obviously like I said, it was a week before my exams, and I had 3 exams the next week. I literally got the bus to my exam. It was 2 buses, but like 1 long bus, and then switch. Obviously because I'm on crutches, the bus drivers didn't even say anything, because like I'm hobbling to get to the seat. So like they literally let me on for free. Like no one added me, did my exam, passed it. I'm out here in final year, so like it was all good. And yeah, like I literally had no pain really and truly like after that. Like it was fine. And then again they gave me exercises to do with my foot. So again, 2 weeks of having the bandage, then they took the bandage off. And like in terms of like the start, scar is like, it's not cute. Like I have a video, I didn't really film it properly just because again the bunion was a massive insecurity for me, and literally I lied to everyone about the surgery, because I'm not admitting that I have bunions. Obviously if you see it now, but like I literally told like my best friends, I was like, oh yeah, like I fell down the stairs. Like obviously no one's gonna question me, but yeah, I said I fell down the stairs. I told other people that I needed surgery for my ligaments. I was just making lies left, right and center, because I'm not gonna tell you that a young babe has bunions. Like I was not gonna say that. So yeah, like no one really knew that I actually had bunion surgery. They just knew I had surgery. And then after that, like I was just out and about, didn't really have any pain. And like now, oh my god, it's been 5 years since my first surgery, because I had it in 2016, which is crazy. And then 4 years since my other one. But like literally I could say it's the best thing that I've ever done, because my feet are straight. My feet are straight. I can get my toes out. Like honestly, I do not regret it at all, because when I think about like all the stuff that I've done, like going on party holidays and just out and about, I swear to God, I feel like if I went on a party holiday, I wouldn't have even enjoyed it, because I'm just thinking my bunions, my bunions, my bunions, my bunions. And especially like these party holidays are just for people from London. I just couldn't let people know that I've got bunions. Like it's just such a crap thing. Like I'm so sorry, I just hated it. So it's just all this stuff, but like just being able to like wear heels that I wanted to wear, I can wear it now, wear normal shoes, and like not have to worry about the bunion like ruining my shoes. Like it's just such a great feeling. Like I definitely do not regret it. In terms of like post-op and everything that's happened after, I've had like no like complications. I would say like just like a slight thing is that my left foot has a bit of stiffness. My right foot is fine. So as you can see, my feet are straight. They are straight. But what I was talking about is my right foot, I can bend it normally, cool, but my left foot, this is the most I can bend it. So if you can see the difference, so it doesn't bend. And sometimes sometimes in the night, it feels like my left foot is just stiff, that I need to like stretch it out to click it. But apart from that, that's literally it. But yeah, it's just that my left foot doesn't bend. Literally have like no problems walking, exercising. Like literally my third year I started athletics again, that was fine. And I literally think, oh my gosh, like the shoes that I wear, like my spikes for athletics, and like if I had bunions, I actually would not have been able to fit in them. It's so crazy how bunions really did affect my life. But yeah, like I've not had like any problems like going to the gym. Like I lift weights, not had a problem walking. I do a lot of walking, like when I'm in the hospital, not a problem. When I wear heels or trainers, like everything is literally fine. Like I've not experienced any complications. Like I know a lot of people do experience it, but I don't know whether I'm lucky or I just had a really good surgeon, but literally no pain whatsoever. So like if you guys have any questions about it, just let me know. You can either DM me on Instagram or Twitter, or just put it on the comments below. I hope this helps, and I hope this is like a sign to just do it, because honestly it's helped my confidence so much. Like I just don't need to worry about it. It's like one less thing to worry about. Like I can go to my friend's house, socks, no socks, I can do the whole thing. Yeah, I can get the toes out. Obviously, like I know people are gonna want to see the results. I will show you the side of my foot. I'm not gonna put my toes on YouTube because I'm not trying to get cursed or whatever. But like the scars healed like really well. Like you can't really see it from afar. Like it's not noticeable. So this is the scar of my left foot. So this is the scar of my right foot. This bit here was like that from the surgery. It was just how it was sewn, and it's really not noticeable. I've not had any problems in terms of like the scarring or anything like that. I didn't really do anything special. Like I didn't put I put cocoa butter like when the scar was fresh, but then after that I just left it. It healed quite quickly, like just like a normal scar. I can't tell you how long it took because I actually cannot remember, but like it wasn't anything abnormal. Like yeah, I just really hope this video helps people that have done it. Like honestly, I don't know how they do it now because I did it 4 or 5 years ago, but I'm so grateful that I was able to do it through the NHS, that I didn't have to pay. Like it honestly has changed my life. Like it really has. It's just helped with my confidence so much. And like even little things like, you know, if you're with your man, because I was literally thinking, who's gonna want to go out with bunion girl? Eh? Who's gonna want to go out with bunion girl? But now, get my toes out. No, I'm joking. Honestly, I'm just so glad that I've done it. So I really hope this video helps anyone out there that's thinking about doing bunion surgery. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.